Hello, everyone. This is Heartwoods Haven. I am your host, Brandy Swords, and we have a special guest tonight, our senior queen.
Hello. My
Hello.
name is
Yes, go
my name
ahead.
is Tori Wine. I'm excited to
Yes.
be here.
Thank you so much, Tori, for coming on. I'm so excited for you to be on, and I have so many questions. So we just kind of want to jump right in. The first thing is, how did you get into pageants?
Yes, I got into pageants not too long ago. It honestly feels like forever ago because the time has been going by. But I got into pageantry when I was about 16, 17 years old. I just kind of felt a new profound confidence in myself because when I was younger, I was kind of lacking thereof. And I finally started to feel confident in myself. And I was like, I want to do something that some other girls do that are confident. And I was like, a pageant. I think a pageant would be a good place to start. And I had some other friends that did pageants before. So I had some other people I could go to and kind of talk to. And I just got started because I wanted to find some place that I felt confident and I found Ohio America, and they definitely helped with my confidence, and it is a true sisterhood there, and I'm grateful to be there.
Oh, and that's amazing. How did it feel when you went on that stage for the first time?
Yes, for the first time, I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous.
Yeah.
I was so nervous. I'm not gonna say I got on the stage and I was the most confident I ever was because that's not true. I
Yeah.
was definitely nervous because there was judges staring at me or whatnot.
Mm.
But it was the crowning experience. So it was after the pageant. I was able to place first runner up at my first pageant, and that's
Wow.
something that I will forever hold with me because it really put a confidence in me that I never had before, and
Yeah.
it made me realize that being on stage just needs to be fun. And so
Mm.
my first experience, I was really nervous, but now when I get on stage, it's just the most amazing feeling, and it feels great to know that there's people there supporting me, even though there's people there judging me as well.
And I love seeing all the pictures. You can see how much you just glow and just it's beautiful. And you guys do a lot
Thank
of
you.
things that if people are not in the pageant world, they don't understand. Like you guys do a
Right.
lot of behind the scenes and a lot
Mhm.
of events. So I love watching that journey with you because I didn't know either about a lot of it until you posted and said and talked about.
Right, right, because people kind of put like a persona on pageants that it's just a beauty pageant,
Mhm.
and people kind of just see pageant girls as beauty queens. And
Yeah.
though they are that, they are also advocates for multiple things. I know girls that advocate for diabetes and
Mhm.
heart health and mental health and a lot of things. So it really, a lot of things go into pageantry.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And I agree. So
Yeah.
I want to talk about your company. So we just talked about it, Bloom. Can you tell
Yes.
us what that is and what inspired you to start that?
So Bloom is a platform I haven't announced yet, but I'm super excited to because I'm going to very soon. It is a nonprofit sort of deal that I want to start. I started Bloom when I first started doing pageantry. I needed a platform, as most pageant girls do, and I decided Bloom was the thing that I wanted to do because I love flowers. There's flowers
Oh yeah.
all over my room.
Yes.
I love flowers, and I was like,
Mhm.
what is something I could do with that? So I was like,
Oh.
Bloom. And I also wanted to do something that originated with me.
Mhm.
And I had that new profound confidence in myself because I got healthy and stuff like that. So I want to do something with my body and something like that. So I was like, Bloom. And then I was like, how can I make that work? And then
Yeah.
body love overcomes our minds came to my mind. And I was like, okay, perfect. That works great. And it ended up being kind of something that I just did something little as in social media. I was like, Bloom, make sure you tell somebody that they look beautiful today and be confident and stuff like that. And now I kind of want to expand it a little bit.
Mhm.
kind of make it something to where it supports other people
Yeah.
in different ways. And I in high school there was a group called the Nike Club, and it was a women's empowerment group.
Oh,
And they didn't have a lot of funding or anything like that. So I think maybe I will get with a high school or something like that. And all of my profits I get from Bloom, I would love to put towards someone or something that helps with mental health and body love.
and that's amazing. It's beautiful that you think about that at this
Thank you.
and get into it. And that's such a hard thing. Like, what shaped your passion for like mental health and to get into that? Do you have like a
Yeah.
story that really motivated you and inspired you?
Yes, for sure. Um, it was honestly kinda hard to talk about until I got a little bit older, but I was never really into, like, mental health, self-care, or anything like that. I never really thought about it. I thought it was kinda, like, kind of stupid, if you will,
Yeah.
and I never really thought that it was something that needed to be cared for.
Hmm.
And, finally, I thought to myself, "I need to put myself first," because when I was in high school, I was a bit overweight and I wasn't really caring for myself the way that I should. And I wanted to do track and cheer and clubs and be active and all of that. And I just wasn't in the right headspace to do that. And finally, I was like, I need to put myself first and I need to seek help and
Hmm.
I need to figure out what I need to do to be my most confident self. And that's kind of what I did. And it took a long time. It took about 2 years to really reach my full confidence potential, if you will. But that's the reason why I started Bloom and
Hmm.
being more involved in mental health and stuff like that is because I truly have a story that a lot of people can resonate with. I wasn't confident and I was depressed and I was full of anxiety because I was in high school full of people that did a bunch of activities and was
Hmm.
active and all of that. And I wanted to be that person, but you just have to put yourself first before you try to do those things. So that's what I did, and I want to show everybody that that is possible, and it's
Hmm.
not as hard as it seems because I definitely I used to beat myself up, and it's something that you don't need to do.
And I think you're right. I think it's so hard when we talk about self love. We don't realize what it really is until we start, creating that like pattern, routine, schedule, whatever.
Yeah.
Like you, I just kind of went on and, through high school and friends, I never thought about that. And
Mhm.
still, and when I started getting anxiety and depression, all these different things, I was like, wait a minute, I'm not taking care of Brandy. I'm not doing the things I should be doing. And I
Right.
really had to start, diving into that. And I never thought about it when I was younger. I never thought about that kind of stuff. And
Right.
it is such a huge thing.
Mhm.
Um, and I think at your age, it's how do you my things what made you join Heartwoods is the first question.
Yeah, I absolutely loved Heartwoods because I saw it on actually a pageant group that you posted it on, and there was just like a paragraph on it, and it was like, "Come join this pageant. It's a safe place to join mental health awareness and stuff like that." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I want to do." And I found Heartwoods, and I was like, "This is amazing." And then when my parents went to the festival they were like, "This is exactly what you've been looking to do for so long is to advocate for mental health and be a part of a group of people that truly hear you and see you for who you are and don't judge you though you have a past, you know?"
Yes, and I totally agree. And I think that's what it comes down to. I'm so excited that you guys are staying on. It's like our little subgroup and
I know. I'm
advocates.
so excited.
Me too. So I'm so excited to get started on all that and do that because I feel like your voice and the other girl's voice, you guys are so powerful. Different ages, different situations, but you can speak to people your age that maybe we can't reach. And I feel like you could help a lot of people and create that safe space. So
Yes.
what how do you talk to younger people or even your generation about mental health? How do you get them involved and bring
Yeah, well, The way that I kinda go about it is imagine that I'm talking to myself 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I would never have been a part of anything like this.
Yeah.
I didn't imagine myself a part of anything like this. I thought that I was gonna go, into cosmetology school
Mm.
and just work forever and start a family and just live life. And
Yes.
then I got into pageantry and I realized that there's so much more to life because you can advocate for the people that don't want to advocate for themselves. And you can be a voice for someone that doesn't want to be a voice at all.
Yeah.
And when I talk to people that are younger than me or my age and they don't know how to advocate for anything or they don't really have a passion or anything like that, I try to just get them to understand what they're confident about because there's always one thing that makes somebody confident even if it's like a nice outfit or going out to go fishing or something like that. Confidence is like everywhere, and when you get into hobbies and stuff like that, that it really exerts that confidence, and that's what I fell into pageantry and it really exerted my confidence. Like,
Mm.
you can even ask my parents. I'm honestly a different person. And so when I talk to people, I just tell them to find the thing that makes them confident because it'll just bring out their true self.
Mhm. And I mean, I think that's amazing. What has been like the fun stuff that you've done with the pageant that I mean, you never thought you'd be doing, but you're really loving it? Is there anything
Yeah.
that sticks out to you?
Yes. Well, when I won my title, I honestly thought more about what I was going to do, like with my community and
Mhm.
stuff like that. And there's a lot more embedded into it that I've been so grateful to be a part of.
Mhm.
There's Columbus Fashion Week. I've been able to
Oh.
go there, be a part of the awards ceremony. I was able to go to the Nationwide Arena and watch the Columbus Fury. It's the women's volleyball team. I've never went to the Nationwide Arena, so that was a really fun experience as well.
Mhm.
So there's just a bunch of things that are just added on to it that is just so fun to like experience, and you just don't really see that when you're competing and stuff like that because
Mhm.
when you're competing for the title, you're just thinking about what you can do to represent Ohio or your title the best way that you can.
Yes. And tell us what your title is. What's your titles? What have you had and what are you now?
Right now, I am Miss Teen Ohio America through the Ohio America organization, and I'm also Senior Queen for Heartwoods. So I'm very grateful for the titles that I have right now. It's been a whirlwind because I've been competing for Miss Teen Ohio for the past 3 years. That was my actual
Mhm.
first pageant I ever competed in. So it's kind of just been like a full circle moment
Yeah.
because now that I'm aging out and I will be a miss, I'll be competing against 20 to 30-year-olds. So that's
Mm.
it's a big jump. It's scary, but I'm excited.
Yeah. That is a big jump. I didn't realize, like, yeah, aging out. Wow, that's a big jump. Like, how do you
Yes.
prepare for that, for the next jump?
Honestly, it's very much mental preparedness because you know that you're going to be the youngest or one of the youngest in the competition. You just have to go through the experiences that you have for the past 3 years because competing in teens not much different. It's just you're stepping into a role that's a bit more mature, and
Mhm.
it's definitely it's scary, but I'm very excited.
Well, good. And sometimes I think that's how we grow. When we step
Mhm.
out in that unknown, uncomfortable, we're like, that's one way we're going to grow. It's
Yep,
scary, but it's exciting. So it's both. So,
exactly.
yeah.
Yes.
So if you gain like a lot of friendships and a lot of closeness with other people that's been involved with the pageant, it's amazing when people come together and how someone you never knew and now you guys are friends or someone to talk to or a safe space, you know.
Yes. Yes, that's another amazing thing about pageantry is because not only in just my titles organization, pageantry in general is a giant scope of people and everyone is so kind and so nice. I haven't met anyone in the pageantry realm in Ohio that has made me feel less than or stupid for being in a crown and sash. They're
Mhm.
always so supporting, and it's just a big giant sisterhood in the world of pageantry in Ohio. And I'm grateful that I started to get into pageantry because I didn't even know that this world was about. And I'm
Yeah.
grateful that I've met so many people, and it truly is a sisterhood because when you meet someone, they, even if they don't know your name, they recognize your face and they say, "Hey, like, good to see you again." You know what I mean? It's just,
Mhm.
it's a great friendship that I'm grateful to have.
And that's amazing. So
Yeah.
what are your future goals? What do you want to do? You know?
So right now, I'm getting ready to start classes. I want to do COTC. I'm not 100% sure what classes I'm doing yet, but they're going to be in the fall of this year. So I have a little bit of time. But I want to start college classes just because, not because I have to, because I was able to graduate through my cosmetology class and Coshocton County Career Center. So I was able to do all of that. So I have that in my back pocket if I ever decide to pull that out. But I work for my family right now, and they own a business in Johnstown, Ohio. So right now I'm kind of just helping them build their business and hopefully one day taking that over. So I want to start some college classes to get some business administration under my belt so I know what I'm getting myself into. For
Yes.
sure.
I'm
Yes.
sure that's a big role. I mean, it's amazing that you have your family business where you've probably seen your parents or whoever works there, everything that they've built and what they do and accomplish. And I mean, what is your biggest influences in life?
My biggest influences would be my parents, obviously. But right now, my brain is set on my next title, which would be Miss Ohio for America Strong. Just because I've competed for the past 3 years for Miss Teen Ohio America. It's just something that has like grown with me, and I don't know how I'm gonna let go of it. So even if I am transitioning to Miss, I'm super excited to do so because I was determined for 3 years and I'll be
Yeah.
determined again.
Well, it's amazing. You worked hard. You're like, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep trying. And then you got
Yes.
it right before you have to move up. Like, that's amazing. You accomplished
Yes.
that goal. That's going
Oh,
to be
thank
so
you.
exciting.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
And it's just in time. It's like it was meant to be at this time, not 3 years
Yes.
ago. You know what I mean?
I'm so glad. Yes, I prayed the night before
Oh,
the crowning happened, and I asked. I was like, if this is the title that I'm supposed to have, I will have it, and if not, I'm not going to be sour about it because it might be 3 years that I put hard work into it, but I learned so much over those 3 years. So I was just so grateful to be a part of it.
and that's amazing. That's I think what's about. Like you were not negative, you were positive, and you're like, I put the hard work in, it's a lesson learned. And then it's rewarding. But like you said, it's rewarding if you won or you didn't. And that's
Right.
amazing. And I'm like you, I a lot of times like, God, I don't know. You gotta have to control it because I can't. I've got to
Yeah.
let go. It's not up to me.
Nope, it's not up to me, and I'm not gonna be sour about it if nothing happens.
Yeah, because it was a learning thing. Like you
It
said, you learn
was.
more about yourself and confidence. And that's the reason I love that you came on here because I want people to understand that it's not about the crown or the sash, it's
No.
about more than that. You
Oh,
guys
yeah.
are all making a difference in everything that you guys are doing with the pageant. And I really appreciate you coming on and just telling everybody about it because
Of
it's more than
course.
that.
Yes,
So,
it's absolutely more than that, and I'm grateful to say that whenever because, that's something that I always thought that pageantry was just a beauty pageant, and, you just get your hair done and your face done and stuff like that, and get on stage and have people judge
yeah,
you, but it's so much more than that because all of those women worked really, really hard to have community service hours and get their resumes straight so it looks good, you know?
yeah,
They they really work really hard to be a good role model. And I'm grateful to be a part of a bunch of people like that. And I'm grateful to be a part of this organization as well, because a lot of people don't really think that mental health is something important to talk about. And it seriously is, because it's something that truly saved me when I reached out for help and was like, I am having trouble with my mental health. And if I had help, I think that I would be a better person. And when I got help, I was. And that's exactly it. It's just
Mhm.
mental health is a good thing to talk about.
And I agree. And I think we should all talk about every age group, every different situation.
Yes.
I feel like you. I love that we're creating that safe space for any age that people can understand. It doesn't matter if you're 15 or you're 45. We all experience different things, and we need that safe space to be able to reach out, talk to people, just be
Mhm.
connected. I really have great friendships from people I never knew, strangers. I'm like you. We met, and it's this connection and the support and the love, and you realize how much you needed that, you know,
Yes.
at that
Exactly.
time. Yeah. So our last question is what kind of advice would you give to someone that is struggling?
Something that I would say to someone that is struggling is it doesn't last forever. I truly thought while I was kind of having mental struggles, not as bad as most people, but when I was having those bad mental struggles, I thought it was never going to end, because it was just something that I carried for a really long time. Even when I was younger, I kind of felt just this impending sadness all the time, and I couldn't understand why. And
Mhm.
it was just something that I kind of just brushed off my shoulder. And I want to tell somebody that is struggling that you can talk to somebody, and it's not never ending. You can talk to somebody, and if you get those feelings off your chest and really reach out to somebody that can help, you're going to feel so much better. And if you're truly struggling, now is the time. And if you have to question if you're struggling, now is the time.
Yes. Yes, that is great advice. And I totally believe the same thing. I think just reaching out, no matter what, text, call 988, reach out. There's always someone out there. I mean, we're the
Yep.
same way. You might
And
not know
no one's going to judge
about.
you.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. I'm like, we're not here to judge. We
Yeah.
understand. We have been there, or we know someone's been there. So we just want to create that safe space for everybody.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So thank you so much for coming on.
Of course. I'm so glad I could. I'm so grateful that you asked me.
Yes. And like we talked about, I will play the music and we will have a little dance off.
All right.
And then we would just end it. So,
All
all
right. Sounds good.
right. Thank you. Now, let
Thank
me
you.
find the music. I always do this.
I'll
All
set up my phone a
right.
little bit.
So, can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.